Yeah, welcome to YAAD VIBEZ, another late evening edition. We're going to track Hurricane Melissa, see what's going on with the update, find the latest tool that we can use to track the wind speed, rainfall. We're going to check some of them live webcam there we are going over the internet. Yeah, stay tuned, you're in for a ride. We're going to talk about what's going to happen after, during, all the price gouging. People are going to pack up them price and look for inflation, all of them things there. All that criminal and crooks. Talking about it all tonight. So if you manage to make it here tonight, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. Tonight we're going to have a good night. Hopefully. Join in the chat too. Alright, so before that, but we want to see what the news was saying leading up to the me almost say election to Hurricane Melissa. Alright, so let's get this on the screen, on full screen over here. So let's go.
Details. The country is bracing for what could turn into a disastrous extended onslaught of hurricane conditions. At least three deaths have been reported in Haiti. A tropical storm warning and hurricane watches remain in effect for Jamaica. Officials are expecting power outages, flooding, landslides, and dangerous seas. By Sunday, Tropical Storm Melissa is expected to intensify to a Category 4 or stronger hurricane.
Category 4. Alright, so as we can see on my map here, from the Zoom Earth satellite. See I alright so? Hold on there. Me go here so. Yeah, see I? Right now, Melissa there 145 miles per hour. And it's a category 4. Damn, like it a curl up back into Jamaica. Like it couldn't go straight, but it a curl. You can see wind gusts right here. Wind speed. Wind gusts, okay. Radar. So like it I expect to hit Jamaica around Tuesday, 8 o'clock. The closest point where I. Satellite. Ooh. This shit look like it's gonna be a direct hit. Now if the people ain't prepared, so I'm not take it for a joke. Alright, let's see our chat here. Boom, let me pop out this chat. Okay, let's play back some of the...
And the slow movement of Tropical Storm Melissa has made it difficult for forecasters to give a precise timeline for the system to begin impacting Jamaica.
Oh, when me I find Tuesday do it, see it there? Say 8 o'clock Tuesday.
Director of the Met Service, Evan Thompson, says the projection was for showers to begin affecting the island late yesterday. Mr. Thompson says there is uncertainty about the direction of the storm at this time.
It has been investigated by aircraft reconnaissance, and it shows that there is a slight drift just beginning to take place, but that drift is not directly toward us yet. So we are watching that very closely, and the next bulletin will indicate the latest on that one.
So what you're saying is any number can still play?
That is correct. We really can't say for sure. Of course, the projections are there, and they're entirely scientific. You know, we look at what the computer models are actually predicting, and although there is disparity there, we use quite a bit of even common sense and experience to try to determine what is the best track that it's likely to take, taking into consideration all the guidance that we have. So it is still kind of in a way up in the air, but we still do expect that the system will be moving closer to Jamaica. As a tropical storm, we still expect that it will strengthen. into a hurricane and even a major hurricane as it continues on its journey.
Mr. Thompson, who was speaking on Sunny Side Up with Derek Wilkes, says the system could linger in the vicinity of Jamaica until midweek.
Yep, that's what the prediction on the satellite when we have it, sure.
Well, at least until Wednesday, but it
Wednesday?
could actually go a full week into next week, Friday.
Wow.
So we are watching, and this is just that we would continue to see it in our territorial waters, and so we could continue to experience the impacts all the way through next week. The sea surface temperatures are very warm in the Caribbean, and that would generally cause it to strengthen. So there is a period where it is expected to go through a rapid intensification.
Okay, see wind there from the satellite. This is of current. What time is it now? 10:11 in Jamaica, 11:11 in the US. So right now they are 145 miles per hour, category 4. 8 a.m. Monday, expect to get up to 155. So we will monitor this. We are gonna check some live cam, like see Jamaica have a bunch of live cam all over. So we're gonna look on them. Then we're gonna talk about everything we're gonna go on. So join in, those, make your input be heard. Type your text in the chat. Have a conversation. People in America already I say, oh, people in the use hurricane and start big. So they might judge people already if the people are gonna beg them. Crazy.
After it moves over the waters to the south, and so it could be moving from a category 1 to a category 3 or 4 over the waters south of us. And what that means is that we could see a similar scenario to, say, a Beryl or a Ivan or Dean, where it moves over the waters to the south of the island, but we are significantly impacted.
Now, as Jamaica braces for the arrival of Tropical Storm Melissa, 3 of the nation's leading universities are taking precautionary measures to ensure the safety of students and staff. Antonia Atkinson reports.
Registrar at the University of the West Indies, Mona, Dr. Donovan Stanberry, says that as of 2 p.m. on Thursday, all classes have been moved online. He added that Jamaican students
At least COVID measures can help with the continuation of education, right? If the people will pay attention on the tablets.
residing in halls of residence were advised to return home, and the university's emergency response system has been activated.
As you know, Dan, we have about nearly 5,000 students in our halls of residence. So we have asked those who are Jamaicans to make their way home. Of course, if there's a Jamaican who feels threatened so doing, to get home if they live very far, then we can make provision for them to stay. We have activated all our emergency response service, so we're battening down, putting up shutters, making sure our utilities are intact.
President of UTEC, Dr. Kevin Brown, says all staff have been advised to stay home until further notice.
Since Wednesday, we have instructed lecturers to ensure that all their classes are now held online or remotely, and all our staff have been asked to remain at home and work remotely as well.
More from home, let me see. People still walk around, naturally. Let me go up on this channel, cjamaica.com. Let them have a open live stream and go on. Alright, let's see. Alright, but we'll go up on food chart, see where the hurricane I go hit first. Ooh. What's this? Alligator upon Monday, so like it I go between St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland first. Oh shit. I get closer to you, see I. Alright, we see where it I go. Alright, let's see if we see any Westmoreland or St. Elizabeth cameos. Little London. Today is the 26th, 10:13. This is live, so you tell me it's no rain off all in a Westmoreland yet. And it look like I just had the thing ahead. Miss put this pan rain and see. Precipice. Okay, satellite at work. See, they know rain in that shit for real. So them a talk on the news say, yo, them not no way for track. Me there when I know nothing, just Google hurricane track and look here. This I said no rain, cloudy, look there, boom. The map said no rain, cloudy, blood, clay. Welcome to YAAD VIBEZ. Put a like in that button. Hit the like button in the chat if you can.
As well. And this is to just ensure that everyone is safe. In the meantime, we've also battened down our campus to ensure that we can protect all our assets.
Meanwhile, President of Northern Caribbean University, Professor Lincoln Edwards, says adequate preparations are in place for students who are unable to leave campus.
Those who are not able to return home, we have made adequate preparations for them to be housed and fed on the dormitory. Also, the workers, except essential workers, they have been allowed to go home to make their own preparations because the safety and security of our students and workers are our number one priority. And of course, the team is in place, battening down.
The Ministry of Education announced the closure of all schools, which started Thursday, October 23, as a precautionary measure to ensure the safety of students and other stakeholders. Schools have
Well, 2023 that did from Thursday school closed.
have been instructed to activate their education emergency plans to facilitate continued teaching and learning. This includes online learning. Antonia Atkinson, TVJ News.
In light of the approaching tropical storm Melissa, all non-essential government offices will be closed at 2 p.m. today. However, essential
People remember that start thief and hike up the price for the goods and for the people them for no reason.
services will remain operational and available to the public. The government is encouraging all citizens to stay informed using official sources. Two of the country's main telecommunications companies, Flow and Digicel, have been reassuring Jamaicans that they have put plans in place as the nation braces for the impact of Tropical Storm Melissa. Both companies say all necessary measures have been implemented to ensure reliable communication across the island.
Let's hear the measures. Come on, we're not going to stop hurricane from the tower and get knocked out.
We are ready. Our teams are ready. Our emergency operations center is now open, and that will run 24/7 based at our headquarters. We have our field units. They are staged at the particular locations right across the island to respond at a moment's notice. Once we get the all clear, and that's a very important point, I want to make sure that everybody understands. We're governed under the National Disaster Risk Management practices and processes. When ODPEM provides the all clear to the country, that's when we are able to go out and understand and inspect what is happening and make those assessments.
Our goal is necessary to keep the public connected. Telecoms, it's essential. Contacting service providers, contacting the emergency responders, we need to keep persons up and running. So we too want to add that Digicel has strengthened our resiliency. We are relentless in staying up to date with our customers, so 24/7. We have several helplines available. We have our new WhatsApp line which was implemented, and our AI bot is available to serve.
All right, but what if there's no fucking tower available or you get knocked out? All of that shit that makes sense. Yes, you just tell what we already have regardless of hurricane.
That number is 876-355-5000. We also have our main line 619-5000 as well as 100, and our Ruby available via the My Digicel app. Now, as well, we want to ensure that our generators are up and running. We've added
Not enough of them company just Jamaican people for eat that too, you know.
additional backup. So we have generator systems. We have our solar project, which is well underway. So we are ready.
The St. James Municipal Corporation says it has started preparation for the evacuation of homeless people across the parish ahead of the approaching storm. Speaking at an emergency meeting yesterday,
I want to check up on the people, them on the grandma and grandpa, we can help themselves, or we can hear and see and what news are going. What I do for them?
Inspector of Poor Pauline Leckie said plans are in place to facilitate close to 200 homeless people.
Transportation to take them off the street to Jared Park, which is already prepared for them in case of any eventuality.
She says meals, change of clothes and other items will be provided for them. As for after the storm, the Minister of Labour has launched
One know enough of them hotel we are do, the multi-billion-dollar hotel we do. What them do for help? You never hear them yet do nothing for help. Or I give rooms or nothing to people.
an app to better assist.
Last year, Hurricane Beryl, it was a paper-based assessment. This time around, it will not be a paper-based assessment. It has what we call a geomapping. It can also give a direct location of where the house is. So if I should visit someone in Garlands, there's a geomapping there that can give the precise location.
We have a look at stuttering and go on there.
And we can take pictures and all. And the beauty about it, we don't need the internet while we are in the field.
Alright, now we see the latest update. Big up yourself if you're in the live. Okay. This is what I go on here on the live satellite. This is the rain precipice. So you see much of Jamaica now get no rain yet. And then let's go back to the wind. See it there, live coming in Westmoreland like to get hit first. And Westmoreland dry so far. But for some reason, rain day in Kingston. Cross the road, yeah. Westmoreland dry, but Westmoreland like away it go get hit first to St. Elizabeth. See there, 145 category 4. Tuesday, 8 p.m. shall pass Jamaica. It's still going to be a category 3 at 125 miles per hour. So yeah, we're going to pay attention. We're going to be tracking this. But the rainfall and the precipitation, because you know flooding are going to. Okay, let's go on here back where you knew that I said before.
The Jamaica Association of Principals of Secondary Schools says some schools designated as shelters.
Hit the like button if you can before we get more people in our stream so we can have a conversation, because people already attack shit about Jamaicans. But them are going to start big foreign and this and that, and people are going to start lie. And yeah, we want to talk about the crooks them too. And all the people who are going to push up the food price. Were you prepared to buy food in advance? We're going to use canned food in the cars. Vegetable and this, and then we're going to get blow away and wash it like a deer.
For Tropical Storm Melissa still have minor issues from Hurricane Beryl last year.
The real matter is whether any of these are leaking. I know mine is fine, and I know some were set up from Beryl. So repairs were done with some from Beryl, so many of those should be okay. But I know from my end it's all good.
The association's president, Linvern Wright, also made mention of sanitary readiness of the bathrooms at some schools.
The state of schools are in relation to the adequacy of bathrooms. It's something that we struggle with, right through. Some of us have done some work to get more bathrooms built.
Why in 2025 there's still so much struggles with certain basic resources? It's unbelievable to me. With the billions of US dollars we pass through Jamaica every year.
He also noted that many facilities cannot be used due to challenges in keeping shelters fully operational.
People, don't really use it with the kind of care that they should use. What we really hope is that, people have to stay around for long. So
Is it they're not using with the care or deal with the updates and the maintenance of these places? Which one?
You really have these things to work out with the communities.
And it's time for a break. Stay with us. More stories when we return.
We're not upon a break, YAAD VIBEZ, because we're up to the date.
Lead to high food prices indicate that the
Alright, see, criminal, man, know. Why government not put in The government's supposed to start putting laws regards to these places when they start jack up price for the people and for no reason.
Data released by the Statistical Institute of Jamaica indicate that the passage of the impending tropical storm Melissa will lead to higher food prices and higher inflation in October and November. This because food and non-alcoholic beverages account for over 35% of the weights in the basket that is used to measure the rate of inflation. The food and non-alcoholic beverage index jumped by 9% in September, pushing the rate up to 9% month over month in September and 2.1% year over year September of 2024 to September of 2025. And concerns from some residents in St. Elizabeth.
So what that mean if you used to pay $100 for one bun, you have to pay $110 an average based on whatever inflation price is.
About the availability of locally baked goods such as bread. Jamaicans have been rushing to stock upon the good ahead of tropical storm Melissa. TVJ News has observed scores of empty bread shelves in supermarkets across the island.
I don't think people if take them the hurricane lightly.
And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Kerry Ann Simpson.
It's now time for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, the Trinidad and Tobago government says a United States warship, the USS Gravely.
Alright, we are focused on hurricane right now. No, let me run a poll in the meantime.
Come back. Now, Jamaica is likely to move to a hurricane warning over the next few hours as we are continuing to monitor the progress of Melissa. At 7 o'clock this evening, Melissa was at 16.2 degrees north and about 74.6 degrees west. Expected to become a hurricane shortly. Currently, the maximum winds are 100 kilometers per hour and it is moving towards the north at about 4 kilometers per hour. This very slow movement means that Melissa should still be south of Jamaica this weekend. We're not expecting any significant motion towards the north or closer to the area of Jamaica, closer to the coast of Jamaica until about 2 in the afternoon on Monday, and then 24 hours later there is the likelihood that Melissa moves across the island, that Melissa touches the southern portion of the island.
Yeah, southern port. Look on the chart, I see wind speed there. Melissa going. It should come in at 145 miles per hour. But she look calm. You see this? It's like a calm before the storm. This a come from Jamaica YouTube channel, Little London. Alright, let's see Crossroad. We're in a father town for some reason. Okay, where's we can go? St. Catherine. Not like no look a bit of drizzling and going to St. Catherine all this. Where else? But this is our Maypen. Like the Korean going on Maypen too. Old Harbour, let's see. Like nothing much now going on either. People them come off the road, they look like now. Oh, people, there road I'm Maypen. Jerk man out there, blood cleared. Yo, jerk man, them not afraid. Alright, let's go and keep on with the news.
Island, somewhere near the coast of Clarendon, Manchester at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, let's have a look at the satellite imagery across the general Caribbean.
My satellite imagery better. See that we are sure wind speed 145 shit going powerful. Where we at now? Precipice, see there? Oh, okay. So the rain I cut from the side there, so Kingston I hit. But the eye go travel all the way around. Isn't that crazy? But the eye go pass through St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and no rain even fall yet. Funny how nature works, right?
We do have cloudy conditions persisting across the area. We can see the dense overcast from the system just towards the southeast of Jamaica, and we can also see extended clouds with isolated showers.
Hit the like in the if you can, or comment if you can. Let's have a conversation.
And thunderstorms northeast of the area affecting sections of Hispaniola. We did have significant flooding events across parts of the Dominican Republic earlier this afternoon, so we do have quite a bit of rainfall being observed as a result of the passage of the system. Further in the Western Caribbean, we do have stable conditions, but we also have northerly winds that are across the general area, curling into the flow of the system and helping it to generate. We do expect rapid intensification over the next 2 days or so. The forecast for tonight: showers are lingering mainly across.
Somebody said taxi man gotta eat. I hope it will be available, but a whole lot of island to lose power and cell service. That's true. Now people won't be able to communicate.
Sections of eastern, particularly northeastern parishes, the temperatures are dropping to 23 degrees Celsius for Kingston and for Montego Bay. Now in the morning tomorrow, we're expecting clouds, showers, and a few thunderstorms mainly across sections of the south, also across sections of the northeast. For the afternoon, an increase in clouds moving further towards inland areas and further towards western parishes. The temperatures are expected to get to about 29 degrees Celsius in Kingston, and we expect temperatures to reach 28 degrees Celsius for Montego Bay. The breakdown has cloudy conditions persisting across most of the area tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms, Morant Bay, Kingston. Also in Portmore, we're expecting showers and thunderstorms, especially.
I had a tornado hit my home 2 years ago, and it was cell service for around 10 days. It was awful. Well, what tornado have to do in America with hurricane and Jamaica? Some people don't understand when they're commenting.
In the afternoon, developing for Spanish Town, Maypen, and for Santa Cruz on.
All right, girl, want to see some news going
Caribbean Basin this.
What's up with this dumbass music? Let's see who else we can find where bring news. Jamaica hurricane. Melissa. Okay, who is this? Jonathan, whoever.
I'm in Kingston, Jamaica, staring at an absolutely incredible sunset. But we all know what's coming in the next couple of days. Every hazard when it comes
next couple of hours
to hurricanes is on the table, from storm surge, major hurricane with winds exceeding 150 miles per hour, and
alright, all the business place them batten down, so all the residential people them citizens of Jamaica on the batten down.
Flooding. Not just any kind of flooding though. Hurricane Harvey levels of flooding. I've spent the day going throughout the city talking with people, lifelong residents, to see how they're trying to prepare for Hurricane Melissa.
Based on the projections that I'm seeing, yeah, I think it's gonna be awful.
Jamaica's been writing about hurricanes since the 1500s, but this one, Melissa, could be the worst in modern history. Despite centuries of close calls.
Worst in modern history, that them I said, hold on.
Lifelong residents, to see how they're trying to prepare for Hurricane Melissa.
Based on the projections that I'm seeing, yeah, I think it's gonna be awful.
Jamaica's been writing about hurricanes since the 1500s, but this one...
You know what, since we have a satellite track the wind speed, let's see. Which one was the most dangerous in Jamaica? Ivan? Let's see something. Hurricane Ivan, Jamaica, wind speed. Who remember Ivan? I was in Jamaica for Ivan, and Ivan flattened on your place. I can't tell me said that shit was a category 3. Hurricane Ivan was a large, long-lived and devastating tropical cyclone that caused widespread damage in the Caribbean and United States. Okay. Ivan caused catastrophic damage in Grenada as a strong category 3 storm. Heavy damage in Jamaica as a category 4 storm. So I think this is equal. If you remember Ivan, this is coming like Ivan. See it there? You said by Tuesday 8 a.m. Oh shit, this shit gone up to category 5. Earlier I did that's a category 4. 160 miles per hour category 5. I often remember the destruction I have on this are worse. Shit. Power line everywhere, power out someplace for weeks, months. This is what you should be expecting the worst.
One, Melissa could be the worst in modern history. Despite centuries of close calls,
Well, you just see we point it out, so he's not wrong.
Jamaica has never taken a direct hit from a major hurricane. But in the Caribbean lately, that history doesn't matter. Last summer, Hurricane Beryl ripped across Carriacou, Grenada. It was the strongest storm.
All right, that's a Grenada. I saw a Beryl doing a Grenada. Hurricane. Oh, you spell Beryl now. Beryl. Grenada. Grenada speed. Why them switch up me something to Yahoo, man? Alright, so look. Beryl is at 150 miles per hour when he hit Grenada. Now look on Grenada. Grenada was a fucking rubble. That's 150 miles per hour, people. Look on the radar. 160. St. Elizabeth, the bread basket of Jamaica, if this hit like this, there is no food coming out of this. So every produce get mashed down.
From that tiny island had ever seen. Melissa could bring that same fury or worse. So I went to one of Jamaica's oldest
Hi, Kay.
and most vulnerable villages to see what it means to face that kind of fear.
Big up all the people them who comment in our live chat and hit the like button. Thank you.
Head on.
What's the plan?
Not moving here, right here.
I'm in the tiny village of Port Royal. It sits out in the bay on a tiny sliver of land near Kingston. Now, it is a very vulnerable location. It's very low lying. Again, just a thin sliver of land. But the folks who live here, despite being under a mandatory evacuation, they're not leaving.
Right now, I'm just here doing my ropes to go secure my boats.
Fishing here is
Nigga, you hear what? Oh, how the speed up come with this? Where you not move?
isn't just a job. It's a life, a tradition that survived for centuries. Deep water, small boats. A bond so strong, they give these boats names. Ever done that with your work computer? The village sits at the end of a 10-mile-long, thin spit of sand. 2,000 people or so call it home, and few are ever willing to leave it. Their lives revolve around the sea. Their homes, their faith, their future, all tied to it. Darren's one of them. He's seen storms come and go his whole life.
Born and growing here.
So, with Melissa, what are you guys thinking?
Well, as what we see, it's developing, but we're not really leaving. It's going more westward of us. So, what we're really doing is just the precaution that they take up the boats because of the storm surge and stuff, but we don't get much storm surge here. So we're inside a peninsula. The open sea is outside. We're inside a peninsula. We have 7 keys out there with a lot of reef. It's just like a barrier reef. You see, other people, they don't really know this.
People panic for you guys, but you guys are just struggling.
Yes. They're full mode panic. Our high tide is 18 inches. Most we get water is right where you see the goats. Yeah. That's where the water.
People are panic because they know a danger are coming and it kind of looks stupid for when they're on the seaside edge when it's 160 miles per hour wind that come.
Will be coming up from the right, just right there. That's it.
Probably. That's right at your
ankle deep, huh?
It's not no height. You're maybe down 10 foot like that.
Wow.
Ask the same question, get the same answer. No one alive has seen a deadly storm surge here, or even water above the knees into the heart of the village.
So it's not like Port Royal has just remained unscathed throughout the decades from hurricanes. This was a foundation of buildings from 1951, and the hurricane that hit there clearly did not survive, but they've since...
restart the poll, maybe you have to put another option, so if you can vote back in the poll. Thank you.
Obviously built other structures soon after when the English were still in charge, like this building right there, and they've survived the subsequent storms since the 50s.
But this is coming 160 miles per hour category 5 at 8 a.m. Tuesday. People better brace themselves.
Again, is Melissa going to be different? And that could be a problem, especially when it comes to hurricanes. People often base their decisions on what happened the last time. A decision that can obviously become tragic because the current storm, Melissa, could bring unprecedented conditions here to Jamaica.
Well, we don't have no flooding here, most likely. We just get high rise. High rise of tide, the water rise.
The surge, yeah.
Let's see if we see anything about the water rising. We see heavy rainfall at 0.2 inches. Say like it's more wind than rain that come through. You see mostly light rain. And but look on brother wind there so. So we see it here, so it impact St. Elizabeth. But as we see, St. look calm, Westmoreland look calm right now, and look dry. Jerkman still out there. So yeah, we are going to cook for a few hours, so keep back and relax and enjoy the stream. Hit the like button, big up yourself.
And the surge go but so far. And we deal with that over and over. So I don't take it that scary, you know? If you like a tsunami now or something, we would wash the whole goddamn place off. I'd probably get my ass out of here.
Well, I mean, that's
motherfucker, this is like a tsunami we are talking about.
What's in the worst case scenario storm surge will do. I mean,
right.
I've seen storm surge.
Yeah, one boy, if that makes sense for him.
Bruh. 17 feet
right.
in Fort Myers, Florida, where I saw houses being lifted away and carried away. You know, that's
we're trying to get the older folks. The more likely every hurricane time we try to move them out. The bus come, we ensure the older folks and the mothers and kids aboard the bus and leave.
So why you asked didn't get on the bus too?
We as fishermen, we stay and monitor.
Monitor what? Monitor fish in the water? Where you going to stop with 150 miles per hour? If you think people are going to thief, nothing are there for them thief when they rip through them about it.
The village. And keep ensure that everything is all right. I'm sure when the weather gets real serious, we have to stay in. We cannot do nothing more than stay in till after.
Careful. Holy cow!
Sometimes it
They better have some decking building right near the sea area.
takes seeing to believe. But this belief isn't the only thing keeping people here. It's also the memories of what happened the last time they left. Promises of safety at the shelters inland that never felt safe.
A couple of storms ago, had some people went to the
Welcome to the best Jamaican YAAD stream in the diaspora. You don't know, big up on yourself, YAAD is.
shelter, and the storm was passed off, and for weeks people is there, can't get no transport to come home, nothing like that, and stuff like that. So it is just it deters all these people to go there.
You can already see the waves being generated by Hurricane Melissa crashing along the coast here in Kingston, and it also points to the
Kingston turn up. Like I just occur in a fall of town right now. Still based by see Jamaica live cam water. I see the seafront. Quite dark, I can't hard to see it at night. Okay, well we get locomotion. West Kingston Parade. Can see wind. This is a live cam from Sea Jamaica. Can see wind that start at town. But the way that it direct hit sent it to Westmoreland like kinda calm for some reason. And we're tracking also for people when we are track the path of wind live, the live satellite. And we can see By Monday 8 p.m., this is going to be a Category 5 hurricane, 60 miles per hour. To a Category 5. Crazy. Dangerous word that.
Vulnerability I mentioned with Port Royal, the same tiny sliver of land. Well, this is where the international airport sits here in Kingston. You can see the control tower there. So just 100 yards, a few hundred yards away from where these waves are crashing, the planes land. And it just, again, highlights the vulnerability here to the infrastructure of how close it is from these waves to the airport.
Look, on the wave them already, and this are days. This are video probably the days before today.
And the unpredictability, of course, of what exactly Melissa is going to bring here. But it has the potential, of course, to be catastrophic and bring conditions that have never been seen here on the entire island of Jamaica before.
True, this is the time Jamaicans don't even take this hurricane lightly.
Another vulnerability is right there, the Doppler radar. If you remember, Hurricane Laura, Category 4, that was shredded in Lake
Oh, this is bigger than Lara. Category 5, bigger than Lara.
Charles from Hurricane Laura. So another vulnerability sitting just a couple hundred yards from the ocean.
Panic will never help, but preparation, meaning understanding what could be coming, that helps. Remember, a few miles matters when it comes to hurricanes. If you're closer to the center, you're going to get stronger winds. But Melissa's threats go
closer to the center, all on people. Let's scroll in on the map here. So places like Mandeville problem, Alligator Pond problem, Darliston problem. The center, past through center of Jamaica. I can say brace yourself, be prepared, don't take it lightly. Take this one serious as ever.
go way beyond the wind.
So when we hear Category 4, Category 5, major hurricanes, people really do think about the wind. But Melissa is a little bit different. It's not just about the wind. All factors, all types of...
This is a welcoming community, so don't be scared to get in the live chat and hit the like button if you send in more people so we can have conversation. We're going to be here for more hours.
Hazards with hurricanes are coming with Melissa. So we have those winds that are going to likely be above 150 miles per hour. But then you have to take into account the fact of how slow it's moving, which is actually very rare for a hurricane in this part of the Caribbean to move this slowly. But what comes with that?
Speed, wingspan.
Is rain. Intense, immense amounts of rain. Talking on the level of Hurricane Harvey. Jamaica is a mountainous country. And so when this water falls on these peaks, it's going to rush down. And when it comes here into Kingston, it will hit these rivers and streams. And you can see these are all made into concrete and stone. And that's good because it lets water rush into the ocean. It's what they've done in Los Angeles, for instance. But this is not built to handle 25, 30, 40 inches of rain. These systems are going to be overwhelmed. Any system would be overwhelmed.
Across Jamaica, people are doing what they can. They're nailing boards, buying food, water, but now comes the hard part, the waiting. Waiting to see if the forecasts are right, waiting to see what Melissa really has in store. That wait will stretch into midweek, a slow, torturous silence before the wind starts.
I'm there for keep on the company still. If you want them, we can watch online, you know. And we there, we try to track it as much as we can, like me there, so. You can see the eye out in the Caribbean. Right now, they are 145 at a category 4. So, Jamaica probably start get some serious impact. Maybe Monday 11 p.m. to midnight, somewhere around there. So. I just say, I go touch land. at 8 a.m. Tuesday. So shit look like it gonna get real. Let's see rain, cause him say it a move slow, so that mean rain, so precipice. As you can see the great area right there, so this is where no rain is falling. Where I go, no rain. And we have a camera if you back it up right there, so no rain. Say west part, Westmoreland, Little London. So it's in a part of no rain so far. We see rain there, Kingston, Morant Bay, some part of Maypen. It's our West Parade. That rain ease up there, so. Okay, let's see Barbican. Okay, rain a drizzle. People still up on the road, carried up on the road. Or let's see if the German still out of Maypen, cause he win did look crazy on Maypen. Clark Jerk is still there. So our next brother in the corner here, so. See, I can't get my pen soon. So our next brother on the corner here, so. You have Jerk Man right there, so. So people still out the road there. Alright, let's see what more updates we can find. I think we did see
I'm in Kingston, Jamaica.
Jamaica put up something, but let's see. NBC News.
Tonight, urgent preps underway in Jamaica as Hurricane Melissa barrels towards the island. The storm expected to bring catastrophic rain and flooding. Jamaican authorities today clearing beaches.
It's a very dangerous hurricane that is approaching us, and we want to make sure that every Jamaican is safe.
Travis Rowe plans to ride out the storm.
Yes, that's part of the government thing to do. Make sure say Jamaica safe. Make sure no have places for people them to get shelter who will live in a low-lying area. Places where no can get emergency vehicles to. I mean, you know them hotels say they might give up no room to people in a low-lying area. Why them not chip in and help? They come and clean up the billions every year in Jamaica and nothing them to do.
At home.
We really are just trying to prepare as best and weather the storm here.
In flood-prone communities, buses have already been staged for those that want to evacuate. Margaret Parks, a lupus patient, is leaving.
Even though I have my medication here, I'm still not taking any chance.
Good mama, you have sense. Don't take no chance, mama. God, this shit look like it'll come with wind speed. Yeah, man, give the older woman with age come wisdom.
Weather threats shutting down the nation's airports.
I need help, SOS. We are in Jamaica.
Nicole Doyon, who's visiting from Miami, says she's stranded.
How concerned are you about the damage, the widespread damage, once it hits the island?
We're definitely concerned about the damage having
Wait, pack glass so right so I hope they button them down.
service, like losing contact with everybody that we can. So definitely getting out is going to be a concern for us once the hurricane passes.
Melissa leaving a path of destruction across the Caribbean, killing 3 in Haiti and 1 person in the Dominican Republic.
Wow, 3 people did not Haiti? Oh yeah, sir. What category they be in Haiti? We need to check
Home in
that.
the U.S., severe weather unrelated to Melissa slamming parts of the Gulf Coast. Oh! This video capturing a tornado ripping through a Mississippi parking lot. Meanwhile, in Jamaica, residents beginning to hunker down.
Prayers up. A lot of
Let's see wind speed and early that.
prayers going up.
George is joining us now from along the Jamaican coastline. And George, no mandatory evacuations yet, but that could change very soon, right?
Yeah, that's right, Hallie. It could. And here's why. You can see this storm picking up in intensity. The country's saying all of the emergency shelters are now open. None are full yet, but that could change in the coming hours. Hallie?
If you're full enough of them dirty hotel, I better open up the door to the people. Them.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on.
Stay updated on YAAD VIBEZ. Hit the like button if you can. Over here is YAAD is supporting YAAD is where David. Okay, me now pay American press there as a flag me. Alright, let's see where locals are
Sends
going.
Aaron Maben. He is the only local reporter in Jamaica covering the hurricane.
Aaron, what are the
What do you mean by my only? Fuck you mean? People, you know what local people you have a cover it, tell me there.
conditions right now, and how are people preparing?
And I think it's important for us to I think it's important for us to start to set the scene because it is a very
I don't like your voice.
quiet night out here. We had rain earlier. Those are the outer bands of Melissa as she gets closer to the island, and you can hear it.
You know what kind of vibes you might give me?
Why are you gay? You may be able to see it with my shirt. The winds have gotten gustier throughout the day. Now, this afternoon, top officials got together at a command center, and we talked to the Deputy Prime Minister about how he's bracing for this big storm.
Government has mobilized all its resources that are designed for emergency operation.
Like what? I don't love play word semantics and gimmicks. What plan?
Jamaica's Deputy Prime Minister Horace Chang talking with me before entering an emergency operations center in Montego Bay. It's where local leaders will make key decisions before, during, and after the storm hits.
We are here to coordinate, take reports, and dispatch as is required.
Do you think this island is ready for this hurricane?
If the projections are correct, nobody can be ready for this kind of activity.
Crews are cutting trees before the hurricane's most dangerous winds move in Monday night and Tuesday morning. Fishing communities have pulled boats onto land. In Kingston, workers are stacking sandbags, preparing for record rain. Jamaican leaders are most concerned for low-lying, flood-prone areas. The water in this gully is really low right now, but leaders fear during Melissa it will rapidly rise, leading to flooding in portions of Montego Bay.
At this moment, we are free of flood.
Simon Watt.
And here said the hurricane a move slow. Fuck. Me just gonna show the link.
Watson is part of a team clearing drains and trouble spots.
5 days of rain, it's not good.
The storm has caused deadly floods and landslides in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Jamaican leaders are pleading with people to heed the warnings now. Your greatest concern right now, what is that?
First is protection of life. And there are individuals on the coastline who are at risk.
Look, I thought that was really something when I asked him, is this island ready? And there was that pause, there was that moment, and then there was that truth. This is a Category 4 hurricane that has a potential of turning into a Cat 5. This is something very, very...
Okay, we're back with the radar. The satellite, see there? Just for update for new people, I must step in 145 is at a Category 4, and by 8 p.m. Tuesday, 8 a.m. is expected to be a Category 5 with winds of 160 miles per hour. And to put into context, Ivan was a Category 4. And what the wind speed was again, I think he hit Jamaica. Alright, they never gave the wind speed exactly, but Category 4 versus Category 5.
Very serious. You know, we have to talk about power outages because they got hit really hard last year by Beryl in 2024, and power was out for a...
Okay, so we'll use the most up-to-date one. What was Beryl Jamaica speed? Beryl Jamaica hurricane speed. Okay, Beryl did hit 165. Was that Category 5? So expect this then. Shit. This I don't have to expect. See there? 8 a.m. Tuesday. Category 5, 160. Equivalent to where Barry flattened down Bahamas, them I say. Grenada, them I say. So. This, alright, this was Barry last year. We'll compare. Same thing they do last year. You notice, you knew before we watch, I same thing everybody actually say and do. Same thing with the fisherman them from earlier, they now left. What y'all think in the chat? Y'all think the people them should leave or them fi stay? Put a comment in the comment section. Alright, so a burial the last year there, 130. And you say mash up the place, they wanna come with 160. And burial probably wasn't, keep in mind, it probably wasn't a direct hit. Look on the satellite. Boom, straight through middle of Jamaica. We'll finish look what burial done, then move on. Alright, and so what burial do? So what Melissa come with?
A number of weeks. So they're trying to get ahead of that, sending about 55 generators after the storm. When those generators are sent out, hospitals are going to be the number one priority. It's got to get the hospitals back online. That's going to be their number one priority. Shelters, we got to talk about that as well. They're all over this country. They're all open right now, and they still...
Is there any one website where people can go and look to find shelters, find help, if they need food? Like, why is these things not publicized?
have a couple hundred people in those shelters across the country. Bridget, Sanella?
And Aaron, we know that the airports are all shut down at the moment. So how are the tourists visiting, planning on riding out?
People have to expect high prices, thief, people are jack up the price for no reason, shortage of all produce, because if you don't know what it is, it got through middle, which is the places like the Trelawney, the St. Elizabeth, the Westmoreland, where do all I planting of vegetables and grown produce. Them place to get lick hard, that be months without produce. So everybody got jack up them price with, yeah, when you say $1,000 a pound for this, $1,000 a pound for that. So brace on yourself.
This storm, are all those hotels open?
Yeah, why them need to open for public, or that they need to do them hotel there. They clean up every dollar and cent out of Jamaica.
You know, the hotels in our area, Montego Bay, they are staying open right now. We are on the northwest portion of this island, so we are going to see the effects a little bit later than people on the south, like Kingston. Things could be a little bit dicey for people on resorts.
Somebody has said, you know, like, see, that pan chicken man is still there, shake my head. Think that I want to, me pen him probably attack. See there? Still out there. And then I make later go lick too.
And hotels there, but here things are open. But there was a mad dash, you guys, yesterday and especially this morning. People trying to book flights, calling loved ones, calling travel agents, trying to get off this island before this powerful storm comes barreling in.
Interesting. Let's see what else we have. What other updates? Jamaica's crazy mud mountains will make Hurricane Melissa even more dangerous. Mudslide hazard. Yeah, that video they said. Okay, move on.
Let's zero in on Jamaica a little more. You're looking at the preparations that have gone into making sure that folks have what they need.
Global Empowerment Mission, Kingston, Jamaica. This was Saturday, yesterday.
Ahead of and certainly after the storm, as the relief is expected to pour in. Melissa is going to continue to slowly drift westward as we go through the day today, certainly over the next 20.
This was Saturday. If you're just coming in, well, track it on another satellite. This is today, and we see the path. So it's a category 5. As we see when it's going to hit Jamaica at 160 miles per hour. So this is the wind speed, and then the rain. Right now we can see the rain too. So you see rain only there on the Kingston side. The western side kind of look a bit dry. And as you can see the cam, our live cam, and see Jamaica dry. So yeah. So if you happen to subscribe, remember to hit the notification and press the like button if you can get more people to comment and have a conversation.
For 36 hours in that time frame. Here's a look at radar from Jamaica, and boy, you can see Melissa just to the south, about 115 miles south-southwest of Kingston, and those rain bands have started to work their way up across the island. Tropical storm force wind gusts at times. Here's the latest rain forecast, still to come, upwards of 2 to 3 feet expected at the highest mountain peaks, and then unfortunately all that water is going to come down, so the risk of potentially catastrophic landslides and mudslides is very...
Okay, so the people in I poll, 75% say yes, them prepared for Melissa. 0% say no, and 25% say they're not in Jamaica. So if you can go vote in I poll, well, hit the like button. Thank you.
Very high here, and it's something that we have to watch for. Also, too, just a quick note, let me get back to that. Something that we have noted, and there's going to be some fluctuations here, so we'll see how this comes. Really, the angle of approach is really important, but we've seen these numbers go up on the west side of the island. So that's also something to note as we perhaps see, you know, more of a shift in our impacts. But overall, when we take a look at that forecast track, expecting Melissa to continue to intensify overnight tonight. We see that pull to the northeast and then eventual that landfall through Tuesday. Here's a look at the wind chances. And like I mentioned, just ever so slightly a shift to the west. When you look at the opportunity and the chances, particularly in Kingston, eastern Jamaica, for those hurricane force winds, it has improved. And I'm careful when I say that because, again, this could shift and change. We still have time to watch how this comes together. Little wobbles here or there, and it's a total different story. But you can see here Hurricane Melissa, those hurricane force wind gusts for now extend about 30 miles from the center, expected to grow. And as it begins its approach, the dirty side of the storm, still a very bad scenario on the southeast coast. Kingston, where we have a storm surge upwards of a foot, and expecting to see this storm continue to intensify on approach to the island before eventually lifting up towards Cuba and into the Atlantic by midweek.
Well, right, look what else we can find. See, your internet stage, like we can be with one weather people now. Look, we can track wind speed with oneself in a real time with satellite. Right, we can track rainfall. We can say, oh, there's no rain in Mandeville so far. Maypen is seeing a little bit of rain. Kingston, as you can see, it is 0.3 inches, 0.03 inches of rain. And we can go up and see Jamaica live camera and say, hey, we really matched the no rain or fall. We see rain at Maypen, yeah. We can go back, we can go Kingston. So this is the power of the internet. And plus we have a lot of people in the live to where I watch. Listen to me yap off my mouth. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Updates. The Independent. What? You say big news channel I use see Jamaica to son of me one. Fair use. 1 million subscribers. Okay, let's see. Port Royal residents prepared. Let's see what Port Royal are. them Seatown area, you know, like Negril, Saint Ochi, we are them fishermen and sea area there. Them people have to be very careful and make sure to set them in a concrete structure, probably with decking. Okay, yeah, I want to whip a Spanish that. Yeah, chat in I chat with. I can't translate.
Oh my God! Who make you wrong?
What blood clean Jamaica full of rum, you know. Everything I'm gonna do now is rum. I be a young youth, me say I drink beer rum too.
No, stop. No, stop.
At least I'm gonna work together. Secure up a boat, livelihood. Can't catch no fish I can't eat.
No, I'm here every year now. I don't worry when the hurricane coming out.
Then boy, you better worry about that one. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Bruh. Yeah, just take things easy, you know?
We don't want to hear no complaining after, nothing after.
Emotional damage.
No asking for no help and all them sitting there if you gotta take them chances. We don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I know I worry myself. Yeah.
Alright.
I have a lot of family. As long as I have my food, can eat,
okay.
That is the most important thing. Yeah, food to eat and stuff like that, yeah.
Police them have to watch out some of them bandits that were breaking up people's house though. Alright man, I button down with. Brother, like I'm gonna need more black than them. Eh? Them the wind speed will come. I need a whole heap of black. Whole heap.
My friend the Rasta. You know, we're not going to go. We are riding out the storm. You know, we're not going to go anywhere. Just sitting down and watch everything, make sure everything is working good. Me and my friend the Rasta. Yeah, that's
right, Natty, I'm on a big split there. Easy, Natty.
You want to take it?
Natty, like, you know, I care right now.
Easy. Yeah.
You know, me sparks up with the Rasta, yeah. Me, I know herbs can sparks up with the Rasta.
You want to take it cool and, you know.
Funny face. No man, funny face.
The Adidas, you know? Genius Jack. Wow, no? Storm, you know? That now, we think about the flooding now. That is a concern, right? So, you know, Port Royal people can see me, we have a life jacket. Me have my life jacket and thing right there. So,
alright, Poopa prepared.
My whistle and my light and everything on it.
Alright.
Yeah, the water is a concern.
That's what's up.
We know that up there, where the beach side is more to the ocean, we have a great reef out there, you know. We have a huge reef.
That's not a
protect
problem.
The whole of the shoal comes straight around. So in case there's a surge, the reef will break that water in half, so it won't come so high.
Like, you know him, I do. gonna blow hard in the early part. Alright, who this now?
Hurricane Melissa is battering the Caribbean islands, especially.
Alright, let me go back to it. The satellite for new people who drop in our life, yeah. Alright, so with upon precipitation, this is the rainfall. You say, alright, it gone to heavy rain now. Today is October 26, 27 now. So you see when Melissa they are one category 5 at category 4 at 145 miles per hour. 8 a.m. tomorrow is supposed to kick up to 155. Monday 8 p.m. category 5. That's where your deadly shit start. And as you can see that too. What time is this? Tuesday 8 a.m. is look like when the eye I go hit the edge of Jamaica if start it. See breakdown there. 160, 160. So from 8 p.m. October 27 to 8 a.m. that shit gonna be a category 5 with 160 miles per hour over. Pay attention. Beryl, I never passed through Jamaica and I did both the CMR. If it was a category 4, it was a 5. And the IL Safari like that got sent through. We have real data here, so we're going to come back again live tomorrow at some point. If you happen to subscribe, hit the notification. And let me go and watch some more video.
Jamaica. We're talking about life-threatening storm surge, potentially upwards of 9 to 13-foot storm surge, up to 40 inches of rain through portions of Jamaica, damaging wind gusts. Then we're looking at hurricane-force winds as this storm makes landfall as early as.
I'm reading a comment there. Mar say, people think they know the patterns of nature and God. They will learn the hard way, sadly. Busy praying a lot for these people and their souls. Have a Bible wherever you go. Get food to share. Okay. Well, y'all have to say, thank you for your comment, Mar.
Morning. So where is Hurricane Melissa currently? Just south of Jamaica. Those outer rain bands are already starting to lift their way north. You can see the eye of this hurricane to our south as well, to Jamaica's south. Sustained winds of 145 miles per hour. This is a major category 4 hurricane, and it's not done strengthening. It's going through a rapid intensification.
And they say it's going slow. Well, them not say because we have one satellite to watch. And with the slower the hurricane go, it's said to be more water it bring. So that's where the flooding will come in. So wind will come, water. Damn, look how far we come with technology. We can actually do this ourselves now. See we eye there in real time with the real satellite. That's the wind. Let's see rain. Alright, if they say it rain now, that mean let's see if it start raining a little longer now. Okay, radar. We're tracking the path, people. For you people who are curious who just are dropping it. See, satellite imagery. This is live. $11 p.m. in Jamaica right now. It's at 1:45 as of now out there. Go back to the precipitation. And you can see the great area have no rain. And the live cam see Jamaica, Westmoreland, Little Land and no rain. We'll see if the Jerkman still out there in a Maypen. Maypen cam there. Waterfront, Real Corporate, Drake man still out there? Drake man not gone yet? You can see wind on the umbrella, so you know it a move. Brother, you know easy, you know. I'm just nobody come out to come buy no chicken.
Process strengthening to a major Category 5 hurricane as early as tomorrow before making landfall early Tuesday morning. Shortly after that, another landfall in Cuba and then heading its way toward Bermuda, staying out to sea for the continental United States. We are
peaceful. Peaceful is good.
About devastating impacts for Jamaica itself. We may be looking at the strongest hurricane to ever make landfall in Jamaica's history.
Yeah, I hear that. Bigger than Beryl, bigger than Ivan, bigger than Gilbert. Where that one name again, Carl?
40 inches of rain is something that we'll be watching, and make sure to check back for more updates.
40 inches of rain. We never miss hear that part. That sound like major flooding. Okay, which other news? We gotta keep up to date on everything we are going.
Jamaican leaders are issuing dire warnings as Hurricane Melissa is inching closer to the island.
Yeah, Melissa maintained its powerful Category 4 strength today. Jamaican officials say many communities would not survive the anticipated flash flooding. That's how big this storm is.
All right, let me see poll. The poll I run with me around say, are you prepared for Hurricane Melissa? 67% said yes. 11% say no. And 22% say I'm not in Jamaica. They want them when they're prepared. When I like if you could come in, why you're not prepared?
The storm will bring anywhere from 15 to 30 inches of rain. Forecasters believe Melissa could actually strengthen into a...
Because why wouldn't you be prepared if you say wind speed like this, right? This is a live satellite. As of 8 a.m., 160 miles per hour, Category 5. When I worst ever hit Jamaica, if you have a direct impact. Why would you not be prepared? And it still look like with 160 miles and Category 5, I ain't really go there in Jamaica. I mean, not go there pass over land. As of now, I think it they're done here, so. Category 5 or something. What time is this? Okay, so I say hurricane there right now. Yeah, 11 p.m. See there? Right now we're at Category 4 at 1:45. So we'll keep watching that. But why wouldn't you not prepared?
Category 5 overnight before weakening back to a Cat 4 as it makes landfall on the island. Either way, it's immeasurably powerful. Volunteers at a South Florida nonprofit are already preparing to help the island with supplies.
Help come, so when watch your food supply, don't make them people them robbing the supply for their family and go sell it back.
Melissa is going to have likely a direct hit, and even if it's not a direct hit, there are going to be implications of the storm hitting Jamaica and also the southern part of Haiti, and then Bahamas also needs to prepare.
Yeah, and forecasters are saying the storm could be the strongest recorded storm the country has ever seen.
I didn't want to see the Irie video there. That's what I didn't want to watch. Me go Irie Jamaica, I like her. Always in our live chat too. She give credible and research-based information.
Jamaica is going to be hit directly by Hurricane Melissa, according to all official
This is from Irie Jamaica YouTube channel.
reports to date. I'm a journalist located in Kingston, St. Andrew in Jamaica, and to the best of my abilities, I will document this event and publish the reports on this platform. This video is recorded on Sunday, 26th of October, around noon. And this is the first key information
Okay, Irie, with the same satellite.
that you have
Great minds think alike, and we never said every day.
to look for when you're listening or reading reports posted in any kind of media. Hurricane systems are extremely fast-changing events. By the time this video comes out, some information might already be out of date. And this is relevant for any public.
You don't have to be over the because YAAD VIBEZ is here with the live satellite showing the people who are going with the wind and the rain. And the live cam them too. Yeah.
However, here you can also find a pinned comment under this video if there are any changes to the situation. The second key information is that
okay, so go to Jamaica with Ari and go click the link to all the updates that she give.
Timeline of the hurricane itself and its path so that we can know how it is going to affect Jamaica, where exactly in Jamaica and when each stage is going to happen. But
okay, let me give one of that too. Yeah, like people are curious. If you want to check my own, if I'm not around. See, website is called zoom.earth/ Zoom Earth is the website. That way I get the live satellite feed from. If you want to go check on your own, on your cell phone and you're curious, that's where information will come from. YAAD is supporting YAAD, that's the motto of this channel.
Before we get to this, if you're new here, my name is Irina. I'm originally from Ukraine, but I've been a resident for Caucasus. Instead, my goal is to report more to the south than was expected. And it also intensified much faster. It became category 4 hurricane around 4 a.m. Jamaica time, while the forecast was saying it was the biggest threat of any hurricane in terms of claiming lives is not the wind, it's the water.
Really? When I think say I would on the wind, but the water.
Flood, storm surge, and landslides. So rain during the hurricane in the area and seawater are the most dangerous things to be aware of. At night, from Sunday to Monday, it is projected that Hurricane Melissa should intensify to category 5 while still moving along the south, but beginning to make the turn heading towards Jamaica. It's actually
all right, we really want to see like people on the ground way, what them I do. So let me Google somewhere. Because what she had thought about a basically what me had do live with the satellite. Jamaica Melissa hurricane. Welcome, hit the like button if you can. Gonna be here cooking for an hour or more. We watched this already, right?
Here in Kingston, Jamaica, the capital city, about 1 million people who...
No, we don't watch it.
Here in Kingston, Jamaica, the capital city, about 1 million people who reside here, and everyone is bracing. This is the calm before the storm. We are about 24 hours until initial major impacts with this heavy rain and winds. This track is tricky. It depends on where the landfall occurs, how west or how east it is to the capital city of Kingston. And that's an issue based upon what could occur here with so many different people in jeopardy.
Mara says she's wrong. Wind will have a huge impact in the mountains. I mean, I guess she based on what really kill people. That what she meant. Landslide and flooding.
About 3 million people.
People generally drown the flooding.
On the island nation of Jamaica. And everyone in the past 24 hours has realized the severity of what is ahead on this storm.
Jamaica, of course, everybody knows we have a history. We had Gilbert 37 years ago, and now we're having our first major hurricane since then. The government is very prepared. However, the infrastructure may just not be as ready. So we're busy cleaning up the drains. We're busy getting the homeless off.
The government should have been to them a second year long time. in 2025, Jamaica shouldn't have certain things that go on with the amount of billions of US we pass through Jamaica a year. Like, come on, man. All them garbage problem, yeah. Jamaica don't fear them and gully a flood on them.
Street, and we're busy making sure that all our first responders are equipped and resourced to work for the next week or so, handling the disruptions.
Okay, Mars, I haven't heard the government say anything about how they will help the people. When we play one video before, they might talk about some shelters and stuff like that. That's about it.
Of power cuts, flooding, and any of the eventualities that comes with hurricanes like this.
We are preparing for multiple feet of rain, 2 to 3 feet of precipitation. The potential for catastrophic wind fields that may come in based upon the track of this. I mean, we're looking at maybe wind gusts over 150 miles an hour that could decimate structures here in Kingston and other areas.
We are looking on significant damage if this continues along this current trajectory.
Yes, which is a category 5 at 160 miles per hour. Imagine now I carry go 65 miles per hour. Imagine so now I carry go that fast.
So we've asked persons to not wait until it gets to a point that it's difficult to evacuate.
And then fishermen, they wait about them now move earlier.
Or to save you, but rather to take early action.
And traversing the city of Kingston, so many people preparing and getting last minute goods. Stores have closed already, shelves have been emptied, and in some of the communities and the neighborhoods, there is a nervous feeling as to what is headed here. Hurricane Melissa is a monster, and government officials know that, and they know that the aftermath of this storm could potentially be historic and aid will be needed.
I know it can feel isolating when you're on an island and you're cut off if you don't have communication or anyone, that you feel forgotten. But there have been people that have been preparing supplies and pre-positioning aid for a while now. And a lot of people are from the islands and they want to give back to their communities. They're donating. Our warehouse in Miami has been sending pallets nonstop since Beryl.
All right, Miami representing.
We'll continue to do that throughout the Caribbean region. It's not just supplies, it's hope in the box and knowing that we're going to be here for the long term as long as it takes.
But the problem with all of this is will the airport...
Me know Mara said about the government, but all them hotel, you never hear them use them resources to help nobody in Jamaica. The multi-billion-dollar hotel.
Be functional. You have the airport here in Kingston, which sits on a barrier island, and that will be compromised by storm surge, wind, and these heavy rains. Up in Montego Bay, that's another story. It depends on where the track of the storm goes. We hope that that area at least stays somewhat put together on the north end. That's where many tourists are hunkering down in hotels.
I bet you say, that's all like government resources them all go. In a hotel here, them, the tourists there.
And officials are warning tourists and others to stay inside and stay away from glass. Aid has to come in here after, and that will be the problem. We will have to see whether or not these airports are operational. Power outages will be massive, unfortunately, and that is one of the biggest concerns.
So I don't better charge up on a cell phone and have backup battery and all type of something.
Also, cell phone service, data.
Put them in a power saving mode instead of running a cell phone and watch nonsense on TikTok. Want to watch critical news.
Will we have that? Unsure. But when you have a potential category 5 coming in, odds are that we're going to be in a very dire situation for days to come. That's what we're concerned about here. Shelters are open.
See, the white man more concerned more than in Jamaica. Enough people. Like a jerk money, ain't they? See if I find him if he's still out there. Still out there, I mean, I see nobody buy no chicken. Him and him brethren did that chill out. And then here's a hurricane I come, look. So one of the on his phone and jerk man out there still. Boy.
Officials want people to get to high ground if they can, because the flash flooding, because of all this rain, could make these streets into rivers. We're continuing to monitor here on the ground in Kingston and other areas on this great island nation of Jamaica. I'm Robert Ray, Fox Weather.
You know it's great, but sometimes as Jamaican I know how great the little country is. Okay, like, prepare for your like thief, them people might jack up price. Be prepared. Be prepared for no produce, no food. Everything I get flattened in a country here, them will produce food.
Here in Jamaica and across the Caribbean, communities are bracing for what could become catastrophic, days-long conditions of extreme rainfall and damaging winds. Now, so far, 3 people have died in Haiti and 1 in the Dominican Republic after days of intense rain triggered deadly landslides and flash floods. Emergency services there are stretched thin, with mass evacuations underway and more rainfall expected through the weekend. Now, with Tropical Storm Melissa barreling closer, preparations are underway island-wide. Supermarkets are restocking essential supplies, fuel depots and utilities have activated emergency plans, and hundreds, yes, hundreds of emergency shelters are on standby for those in vulnerable areas. Now, Melissa is gaining strength in the Atlantic right now, and it's expected to become a major hurricane this weekend. The storm will likely make landfall near Kingston late Monday night, but its impact could begin as soon as tomorrow morning. Now, Jamaican
Might come back tomorrow morning with a live stream.
officials say everyone should complete their preparations tonight because disaster teams have been mobilized and authorities are urging residents in flood-prone and coastal zones to relocate to
You see them flooding there?
safer ground.
In Jamaica, we appreciate
Tons air.
Shit is about to get real. Alright, we'll like some flood barrier thing going on, sir.
For a closer look at how Jamaica is preparing for the worst, let's turn now to CBS's Jason Allen in Kingston, the capital.
The waterfront here in Kingston is empty tonight. The first very light bands of rain from Melissa are really just now starting to impact the island.
Alright, what Mar say? They will need help more than just in the days to come, like he said. This guy also is talking about days of help needed. No months of help needed. No months of, yeah, it's gonna be months.
And there are some parts of this city.
If everything projected go as planned or as nature says, it's gonna be months. Me remember Ivan, and that was a category 4. And we have flattened Jamaica, places where you never know a house there in the hills. You see every house in a hilltop everywhere, cause everything flattened. Places never get back months and get to drive on them. People never get to drive on them road for months and weeks. Light for weeks. Months. No light.
Where they are still racing to prepare for this storm tonight. Work crews are out in a gully that is filled up.
I don't want to see years, but I see years. Yeah, 6 months at least. At minimum 6 months.
With silt and sand and debris, they are afraid that feet of rain could overwhelm these gullies and overflow into neighborhoods. Melissa has already shown its power as it passed by the Dominican Republic. Flooded rivers turned over cars, landslides.
Look on the light work and decided to do a probably category 4 or less or 3.
Blocked roads, cutting.
Let me see if I can go back to where it come from, the DR. You see where the impact there was like. Can I say go through Haiti? Can't see wind speed. Really want to see the wind speed in a way kill people. All right.
Off communities, people filled up shelters as the storm knocked out the water supply for 500,000 customers. Back in Kingston, workers here were boarding up a few businesses. Right now, there's been no real sense of urgency here that you sometimes feel with a major hurricane approaching. Some people admitted to us it may just be because it has been so long since a storm like this hit the island.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll change soon.
Historic storm. Kingston I get water, you know. Alright, like the rain start in a town. It started been falling, but it get back, start rain again. Want to see some people on the ground.
Hopefully that
And Hurricane Melissa is expected to intensify into a rare Category 5 hurricane by Monday. And right now, the category
Jamaica is facing the strongest landfalling hurricane in modern record keeping to
I understand how some of them people they feel comfortable up on the seaside.
ever strike this island nation. 2012 was the last hurricane landfall, but 1988, Gilbert was the last major hurricane, and that devastated the economy in Jamaica for decades.
I don't know if Mars still in the chat, but we there talk about years and Gilbert the impact of decades. And this a record higher than even Gilbert. Shit. We really underestimate the impact.
Now it's the test of their modern infrastructure as it's a race against time to clear up what is a man-made gully. This gully goes as far as the eye can see into those distant mountains. That is where it will rain the heaviest, and that water will funnel down into this area. This gully, in effect, basically splits Kingston in half. If this fails, the potential here could be devastating for this community. There are people who live along the banks of this gully. If the water overflows...
Yeah, all them people have to evacuate. Why would you stay around here so when most of them gully probably block up down your line and I go overflow?
That's a problem. If the debris hits this bridge, this major thoroughfare in Kingston, that's also an issue. So that is the test of the infrastructure.
I look at the last minute where them government decide to do this shit, yeah. Tell a boy.
Structure that they are facing now, but this slow-moving storm is going to cause a triple threat. We're talking months worth of rain in a matter of days. Hurricane-force winds that will...
Let me repeat. Months worth of rain in a days. We see something like some 30 inches, one report say.
Will be prolonged for several days as well. Mudslides, landslides, and storm surge could effectively impact transportation, the airport here in Kingston, for instance. So it is a race against time, maybe a futile effort. We have seen people just driving around Kingston. We've seen people boarding up their homes, but largely people taking this as business as usual, carrying on with their day-to-day.
Yeah, so Jamaica like a daisical lantern, man, a nonchalant. Yeah, man, nothing not warm, man, no hurricane, you know, everything good.
Lives.
Let me check on the poll and see. I'm going to play it while comment. Let me see what poll I say.
Ray Stealth says, "She's so damn slow, lol."
62% say yes, they're prepared. 8% say no. 31% say I'm not in
Art
Jamaica.
says, "Mystery of its exact origins, the precise date of construction remains uncertain. The earliest confirmed mention is in Edward Long's History of Jamaica, 1774.
Maybe that's the problem. They're not prepared or they don't know what's coming their way." Meteorologist Derek Van Dam, Kingston, Jamaica.
And Hurricane...
Alright, let's see what else we have with update on the ground.
Take a trip.
16 hours ago.
Take a trip down the Atlantic.
Alright, we don't want a forecast. We already have one forecast.
At the 8 a.m.
You want to see man them on the ground.
It's Sunday night. Here's the
Let's see what it is. Alright, see some water here what Melissa bring. We're going heavier than Jamaica, go heavier than this. Shit, I gotta get real.
Bruh.
wanna see them water that we're here to get. Y'all see them water there? Crazy.
Down live to Jamaica, where residents are bracing for this potentially catastrophic hurricane.
That 2 days ago, I'm up to date.
And Scotty Withers joined.
In the tropics, we still.
Right now, Hurricane Melissa is strengthening rapidly, threatening to become. Right now, Hurricane Melissa is.
I must get a copyright with all of them news. Yeah.
Strengthening rapidly, threatening to become a Category 5 hurricane in the coming days. Melissa could cause catastrophic flooding in the northern Caribbean, including Haiti and Jamaica. NBC's George Solis reports.
Tonight in Jamaica's capital of Kingston, people are stocking up on supplies, officials bracing for impact.
Safety is priority, and being smart helps a lot. Don't make foolish decisions.
Already announcing they will close down the nation's airports this evening as Hurricane Melissa barrels towards the Caribbean island. We met these students from St. Kitts. Their government paid for a charter flight to take them home.
We're just trying to get home so that we are safe.
In flood-prone neighborhoods, growing concern that some may choose to ride out Melissa's dangerous storm surge.
1, 2, 3, 4 hurricanes pass us here. Nothing happened, so we have the confidence that we feel safe.
As Hurricane Melissa approaches, the concern of deadly storm surge increases, as do roaring waves near the coastline. Melissa already wreaking havoc across the Caribbean. The storm flooding portions of the Dominican Republic, killing 1, and at least 3 deaths have been reported in Haiti. Extreme weather unrelated to Melissa also battering parts of Fort Worth, Texas, where roads turned into rivers. Some cars submerged in.
Look for double this water if the hurricane come to Jamaica where it hit like this.
Stranded in water up to their headlights. NBC's.
So what I mean, water go over a roof if their headlight in a Haiti.
Ryan Chandler is there.
Severe thunderstorms ripping across Texas overnight. Here in Fort Worth, strong winds knocking down signs and trees. Heavy rain flooding some roads. Hundreds of thousands of Texans out of power from Dallas to Houston.
Back in Jamaica, the country hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
We are in a very
everybody massacre,
very serious.
And everybody prepare for your worst, cause see the blood cleat jerk man did there and he bridging a chill out right there, so.
This time over this next few days, and we need all Jamaica to band together.
Yeah, we there band together upon YAAD Vibes. YAAD is supporting YAAD is where people them hit the like, and if them subscribe, them hit the notification. We're growing YouTube channel them there where are going independent man them are fine. Be a corporate news me I see. Nobody don't know no up to the time Jamaican channel. We filter down to the.
We do begin to
see YouTube just a push be a corporation channel. Alright, let's see. We'll see if him going. CV. Go and play through a comment them while me find some news. Yeah, where people in Jamaica comment.
Rose Harris says, "This need S."
Our days get a little complex sometimes.
Says, well, there's a person walking across there.
You want to tell me some news, Jamaica news never give no update? Like we update them there. We updated channel.
Rose Harris says, Help God.
The men know say people up on the internet now. JBC.
Ardkara says, do not take this bridge lightly, it is mysterious, believe it or not, it could wash away again.
Alright, let's see the JIS I say. Okay, them the 10 hours ago. Jamaica Information Service. Let's hear what them I say.
The white area where the system is a category 4 hurricane.
Sebastian Morales says, Tash sending much prayers from Belize.
Sunday, October 26, 2025, and we're here for another briefing. This time, it is about Hurricane Melissa, now a Category 4 hurricane. Your government is
I got to 5 mama when you come to Jamaica.
committed to giving you accurate information. We again
We're more accurate than only look like.
ask you to please listen to official sources of information. There's a lot of information that I saw online on social media, some of it real, some of it not real.
So tell the damn people them where real information when you hear and when I read way.
And so it's important that you pay attention to legitimate sources. And so as we've committed each day,
Like us over here, YAAD VIBEZ, where we have a satellite pull up. And we show you say, yeah, wind speed come at 160 miles per hour, projected 8 a.m. Right now, it's chilling at a cool category 4 at 145 miles per hour.
we will do a press briefing. It may look different ways, but we will come to you every day with our senior ministers or ministers
I'm not in Jamaica more.
are working
Or maybe I am.
hard. They are out there doing what is necessary to make sure we are prepared as best as possible. And so tomorrow you will hear from us. Tuesday you will hear from us. This afternoon, we're here at
I mean Tuesday, I'm to Monday and everything. Yeah.
ODPEM. We're a part of the Emergency Operations Center, and we'll be doing our press briefings from here going forward. And so we thank the ODPEM team for their support, and of course, Minister Mackenzie, who is the Deputy Chair of our National Disaster Risk Council. He has been leading on all of our efforts in relation to our preparedness, and he has been absolutely excellent in support and in terms of us being able to come to you and give you accurate information. So with that said, I know what all of Jamaica wants. All of Jamaica wants to hear from Evan, and you want to also hear from the other ministers, but I know first you want to know what's happening with Hurricane Melissa, that yesterday was a tropical storm and right now is a Category 4 hurricane. So Evan Thompson, please come and
as projected by the time we reach Jamaica, it's going to be Category 5, worst in history.
tell the people of Jamaica what is happening.
Thank you very much, Minister.
Can you hit the like button if you're in live? Send some more people in our chat. Our time now, we soon cut this off to probably. How long we been going for? 3.5 hours. Gotta be more than 2.5 hours.
Morris Dixon, and I also want to greet my own minister, Matthew Samuda, as well as the other ministers in attendance, Minister Vaz, as well as Minister Mackenzie, who are here. And of course, all persons who are here, distinguished persons, those who are online, the media, of course. Thank you so much for joining us and allowing us to provide you.
They're long a live stream and even realizing. If no one in our chat to me, I can hold it down by myself. Salute to Mara and K. Pop up in our chat. Some days we have 20,000, some days we have 10, some days we have 100. Still appreciate it.
with this update. You know, I'm always the one who is facing the camera, but there are so many others who work behind me and actually provide me with much of the information.
Yeah, I feel like I might call it tonight. So I'm just recap this. Yeah, we up here where we're tracking Melissa with the live update. We're gonna come back tomorrow again. So as we can see on the live cam, look at London, dry so far. Them places like it I get direct impact. Me a penny say wind that blow a jerk man out a door. Dog out a door. Whereas we go through everywhere now, yes of us. Go my left. Look like there's wind. This one we're not seeing where location this. Flat bridge. Say rain a flat bridge. Can I use this at a dredgy water level? So tomorrow we're gonna look on the water level to see if it start overflow on the bridge or so. So we're gonna be monitoring these bridges. Waterfront tonight we can't see Kingston, but we see heavy wind in Kingston, you see it? See tree here. Everything on 10 time worse tomorrow going into Tuesday. Me and Pen we done show this already. It's a jerk man and the dog them out there and him bridging. Crossroads. Like wind carried up on the road. You see nobody a walk around like that. Halfway 3 o'clock. Car park up, we see dog. People a walk around. Okay. That was Crossroad. Now we are downtown Kingston. It's a bad man place though, so whether or not people probably don't even know what to do regardless of hurricane. Barbican St. Andrew. Another bad man place, probably people know what to do upon the regular. Little London, Westmoreland. Dry. And last but not least, again, by Tuesday 8 a.m., category 5, 160 miles per hour, worst in Jamaica history. That's the wind speed, and rainfall can cause a lot of flooding, as we can see in Haiti and DR. So thank you for your pass through, big up on yourself, respect. Thank you for joining us for another episode with YAAD VIBEZ. Late night edition. Peace.